A warm welcome to everyone coming to HKU. Today's workshop is HKU 101 Mastering Academic Basics for International Students. By the way, I'm Evelyn from the Academic Advising and Scholarships Office. So today's workshop, basically, there will be two big parts on today's workshop. We will talk about the academic basics at HKU, as well as a Q&A section for you to ask some of your burning questions. So we talk about academic basics, right? How about the non-academic aspects? For anything that is non-academic, about like student society, residential hall, SEN support, internships and catering, you should find the CEDARS. That's the Center of Development and Resources for Students. They also have a website for you. My colleague will be sending out the link in the description box. So you can take a look of this website. It is basically a one-stop information hub for anything that is non-academic related, like the culture, the catering service, and of course the hall and instructions to taxi driver too. So basically, please check out their websites for a glimpse of Hong Kong U students' life. And they also have an orientation day on the 29th of August. Make sure you do join it if you are available. So it's not only just for knowing the information, it's also a good chance to know other students. And so for academic matters, besides today's talk, we have 5 types of advisors that you could find throughout your whole journey in HKU. So there are us here, the AASO advisor. We do general advising, cross-faculty matters, and so on. If you have something more specific about your own program, there are teachers that's called faculty academic advisors. So those are the teachers from your own program. And they will stay with you for your whole study life in here. So if you're in a 4-year program, you have the same faculty advisor for the whole 4 years, except for art student, you could choose in your second year. You would change again in your second year. And if you have like subject-specific questions that is not from your program, not from your major, there are temporary academic advisors, similar situation, but shorter relationship. And there are also the student advisor. So we have faculty student advisors, which mostly are your師兄師姐, so students from the same discipline. We're talking about, I'm going to teach you a little bit of Cantonese today too. So 師兄師姐, your senior year students of your discipline, they will help you as a faculty student advisor to start your journey in HKU. And there are residential student advisors, which is similar to the faculty one, but they are from the hall. Why do I have to talk about this? Because you are going to sign up for the student advisor the faculty academic advisors and student advisor very soon. So for faculty academic advisors, everyone is going to get one. For dentistry, education, and medicine, you will get assigned. And for others, here as listed, you will have to sign up for your own FAA. And if your faculty provides FSA, you will have to sign up at the same time. So except for arts, your sign-up deadline will be 19th of August. You'll receive an email about this along with all other enrollment information before your master registration. And so you'll go to the website, my colleague will send out the link, and it will look something like this. So you can only sign up after the master registration, and you could check the schedule of sign up in other handouts we're giving to you today. And then, so the system basically looks like this. So if you are double degree students, you will have to sign up for both of your faculties if they provide advisors. And you choose the intended major. So this only affects where the teachers come from. So it doesn't matter you change in your year 2, you change your year 3, or maybe after the first semester, you would like to change your intended major. It doesn't matter. This is not a declaration. It's just where the teacher, the FAA would be from that particular program. And then here you can see the link button. So you could check more information about that teacher. And if you have no preference, you could just click here, no preference. Same thing for student advisor. You could check the I button here for more information about the student before choosing. And note that the sign up is first come, first serve. So if you want a very famous professor to be your faculty advisor, you might have to start when the sign up begins. Okay, so if you get assigned an FAA or you forgot who you chose, you will be able to check who your faculty advisor is later in your portal. Again, you will be able to log into the portal after the master registration in August. So it looks something like this. Under my page, Student Center, you'll be able to find your advisor. So not only your faculty academic advisors, if you have a student advisor, you'll be able to see it there. And later, if you become an advisor yourself, you'll be able to check your advisee in this system too. Okay, and so that's it. That's it, the introduction. Now we can start with the academic basics at HKU. So I have looked through all the questions you have. I think the most questions that you are very concerned about is course selection and what courses to choose. So before we learn that, we must know the basic things about the academic in HKU. And first, I would like to introduce our welcome package to you as for all students. Basically, it will include all the information that you must know about academic during your first year. So there will be a video about how what academic support you can get, how to kickstart your semester, and the types of advisor that we just talked about, and important academic dates when you can start to enroll your courses, and the sign-up exercise of FSA when you can start, and also some tools, links to helpful guides for you to check this website. And we also our Instagram. And we also provide have prepared a fact sheet for you. So basic information. You will receive this link and the email that we will send later too. Okay, and so the very, very, very basic stuff. The academic year. In HKU, there are 2 semesters. So semester 1 and semester 2. And there's also the summer semester, which is optional. So semester 1 starts in September, ends in December, and semester 2 starts in mid-June and ends in May. So the normal study load is 30 credits. So what is credits? Well, credits basically is a representation of the study load, how much work you have to do for a course. So a standard course is usually 6 credits. And a full year course would be 12 credits. Now there are some micro-credential courses that will be 3 credits. It means that the study load of those courses would be half of a standard course. And so a normal semester, you do 30 credits, meaning 5 standard courses. And for summer semester, again, it's optional, so it's 0. But you could do 24 to 36 credits without special approval for each semester. Of course, some faculties have special arrangement on those things. You will have to contact them. Basically, it's the same 24 to 36. You don't need special approval. If you would like to do more than that or less than that, you have to apply through your home faculty. And 12 credits maximum for the summer semester. And so you can see the maximum for each year is 72 credits. So you see, the normal load is 30, right? If you're doing a 4-year curriculum, you will do 8 semesters. So the normal standard load is 240 credits. You have to do at least 240 credits for a 4-year curriculum. And a maximum will be 288. That is 72 times 4. So 288 maximum for 4 years. Same thing for 5 years. If you have 5 years curriculum, you do 300 credits minimum, and maximum you can do is 360. And important academic dates. The upcoming will be the course selection period. It's on the 19th to 25th. So you will notice there's a suspension period. What is that? So after the course offering department will have to check your enrollment, and then they need time to approval. So after the first day, there will be a suspension period that you can't change your enrollment at that point, where the staff will approve some of the enrollments. And then afterwards, after 21st, 3 o'clock, you will be able to change your course enrollment again. And for this enrollment period, you will enroll for both semester 1 and semester 2. You will have a chance to change your enrollment during the add drop period. So after the start of the semester, from the 1st to 15th, again, there will be a suspension period on the 2nd, and you will be able to change your course enrollment after attending some lessons. Please note that some courses do count attendance during the drop period. So if you want to take those courses, do go to the class. Don't think, oh, it's drop period, it's okay to miss the class. It might not be the case. And there will be a drop period also for second semester and the summer semester. So one very important thing is you will have to settle down with your enrollment by the end of the drop period. And late dropping is not allowed unless you have really strong justification. Okay, so the class being too hard is not a good justification. So you should really do attend classes during the drop period to see whether the class is suitable for you or if it is what you have expected. My colleague will send out the link for the important academic dates, and you can check in there. Okay. And now you know when to do the enrollment. You should understand what you should enroll for. So it is very important to understand your own curriculum. So you need to check the regulations and the syllabus. When you can find them, you can check on our website on the plan of studies, regulation and syllabus. You should choose the syllabus of the year you are admitted. So for all of you guys here, you should check the syllabus of 25 to 26. And you could also refer to the program guide on the SIS, which is a student information system. You will have access to that after the master registration. Okay, it might be a little bit hard for you to understand the syllabus without looking at it, right? So let's do a vote. Let's see who which faculty you are from, and we will see what program, what regulations we should look at. Okay, I was saying business and engineering the getting strong. So if you're in a double faculty, you're in a double degree, you just choose any one of the faculty. We're just doing a survey to see where majority of you are from. So okay, so let's see. I think most of you are from engineering and business. Oh, Sherry's, I'm sorry. Yeah, most of you are from engineering and business. Okay, so let's take a look of the business syllabus. This is the syllabus for the BBA. It's for 2024 and 2025. That means it's not for you. It's last year's syllabus. You'll be looking at 2025 and 2026, okay? It's a 4-year, but it's pretty similar in most of the things. So it's a 4-year curriculum, and you have to do 240 credits, as we said. You need to do one of the following majors: DEI, Finance, HRM, ISA, and Marketing. And you will have to do a UG5 regulations for first degree curricula. You have to fulfill that requirement from that UG5. What is UG5? It's a 大學5件事. So the 5 things to do in university. I don't know if you have heard of it before. studying, of course, being an ex-co, staying in the whole Canada, get a part-time job. Well, of course, it's not the UG is undergraduate. So UG5 is actually the regulations number 5 for undergraduate students. So what is included? You have to do the 240 credits or 300, depends on your curriculum. And also, you will have to do English enhancement courses that include the CES 1001, which is non-credit bearing, and CES 9000 something. That depends on your discipline. You could apply for exemption through your home faculty if you have obtained certain level of English qualification for the CES 1001 course. And you also have to do a Chinese enhancement course. Okay, my second full time. So I think some of you are quite concerned about this. Do you know Chinese? Do you know Cantonese actually? I'm fluent in Cantonese. I'm fluent in Mandarin, but not Cantonese. I'm not fluent in either of them, but I have taken a public exam. Or I can read and write, but doesn't have like formal certification. I know some, but not enough for a course, or I don't know any of that actually. Let's see. Okay, many of you know Mandarin. So for this Chinese enhancement course, if you know Cantonese, you do the normal Chinese course. If you know Mandarin, there are special course for Mandarin speaking student. And if you don't know Chinese at all, you could take a Chinese language or Chinese culture course as a replacement. So you can check the CLEP website for more information about it. They might not have updated their website on this information yet, but you will be able to see it when the semester begins. So another thing is the Common Core course. You will have to do either 24 or 36, again, depending on your curriculum, and from 5 different AOI. And there's something new here. It's called the Artificial Intelligence Literacy. So it's a 6 credits requirement. You have to do the AI LT 101 in your year 1, and another 3 credits probably in your year 2. And there is a non-credit bearing course, which is the UG5E 101. Basically, you just is about the Constitution, the basic law. You just watch some videos and answer MC questions. And note that these CES 1001, non-credit bearing CES 1001, the Chinese enhancement course that you have to take Chinese language or Chinese culture and new, and a 5 AOI. And this, the whole thing, the whole AI literacy, these are new requirements starting from your year. So when you when you ask about it with your CNC with the senior year students, they may not be able to answer you about that because it's new. It's different from what they experience. So if you're not sure about that, if you get conflicts information, contradicting information, please do find your faculty office for clarification, or you can come and ask us. Okay, and what does the UG5 look in this? And then, and after UG5, you have to do one major, right? Choose one of the major from the curriculum. This is the HRM major. It's a 78 credits major. And you see, there's something called core courses, disciplinary electives, capstone courses, free electives. What are these things? So core courses means courses that you have to complete, you must do. So you can see here, the faculty core courses, you need to do all of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4 faculty core courses, and disciplinary elective 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these 9 courses are must. You must do them. And then there's the disciplinary electives, meaning a list of courses that you can choose from. So here, the disciplinary electives, you choose 4 out of these 8 courses, meaning you will have to do 9 plus 4. That's equal to 13 courses for this major. So 78 credits in total. And then you'll have to do a capstone course. A capstone course is integration and application for the knowledge you learn in the previous years. So it's only for major and a professional core. something like a final year project, but it might not be a project. It could be internship, it could be seminar, it could be field work, it could be thesis. And then, so here you see there is a capstone course requirement. It's one of the core courses. And for some other faculties, you might be able to choose from a list of capstone course, but for HRM, there's only one. And there's the free electives. What are these? What are the free electives? They are any courses except for CC and the language enhancement courses. So you can take courses from other faculties outside of your faculties if you have the capacity to take free electives. So instead of a requirement, free electives is more like the leftover credits from subtracting the 240 and your major requirements. So again, let's look at the HRM, BBA HRM curriculum. If you, the UG5, so the AI, the language, common core, you have to do 54 credits. And then your first major is 78 credits. So 18 plus 36 plus 78 plus 108 is 240, right? So this leftover 108 credits is the free electives. You could use this free electives to fulfill another major or minor. It doesn't have to be in your faculty. It could be from your faculty too. And you could do more than 108 as long as you don't exceed the maximum of 288 for a 4-year curriculum, 360 for 5 years curriculum. And so let's also look at the engineering, computer engineering, because most of you are from engineering, right? Again, it's not for your year, it's 2425. And again, you do 240 credits because it's a 4-year curriculum, and there will be core courses, disciplinary electives, the university requirements within the UG5, the capstone experience, and the elective courses. But the difference will be on the credits number. So you do 42 credits of core, engineering core, and 78 credits for the disciplinary core, and only 24 credits for free electives for computer engineering, meaning it's not enough for another major, but you could do another minor with some overloading. And note that for computer engineering, there's something also called the internship. It's non-credit bearing. So you should always refer to your own syllabus to see if there are any additional requirements or specific requirements for your own faculty, for your own curriculum. Okay, and we talked about major and minor declaration, right? And some of you are very concerned about that too. So you can start to declare a major minor starting from year 2, semester 1, until your final year, semester 1. And then you could change for unlimited times, as long as it is within the course selection and enrollment period. And you don't have to complete the prerequisite before making the declaration. So if, say, the course requires the major requires to take, say you're doing French, you need to do French 101. You don't have to complete French 101 before you make the declaration, as long as it could be declared through the system. So not all programs can be declared using SIS. You can check each program by itself. And very importantly, credits cannot be double counted. So as we just look at the marketing, the HRM major, right? There's something called a faculty core course. So say if you're doing double major in business, both of them are business majors, then on the requirement, you will be able to see the faculty core courses, they are overlapping, they're the same thing. So those courses cannot be double counted. Instead, you have to do a replacement. So you take another 4 courses, 24 credits of free electives as a replacement of those courses. So credits cannot be double counted. And if you would like to check the list of major and minors on our website, under plan of studies, you can see the list of majors and minors by faculties. And we will also have a major minor selection event usually during the first week of the add drop period of the 2nd semester. And do come and join us if you would like to know more about major minor declaration. Okay, and I know some of you will get advanced standing. What is advanced standing? It is the recognition given to you, so credits given to you as a recognition before you, for the things that you have done before you come to HKU. So say if you do 7 years of high school, because Hong Kong students normally they do 6 years, and or if you do IB, you might be given some advanced standing. You will have to apply for the advanced standing at the time of your admission. So right now, after master registration, you might have to hand in an application form for that. And so 3 years from now, you can't suddenly remember, oh, I should have get my advanced standing and apply. Probably you won't be able to get it. So remember, if you have advanced standing, apply at the time of your admission. So, and the difference between the course exemption and advanced standing is that the course exemption, you will have to take a replacement course for course exemption. So as we talk about like the overlapping courses, right? You will have to take replacement course. As for advanced standing, those credits are given to you, meaning you can do less credits because you have some advanced course credits given to you. Okay. So you could also check your study progress and what courses you will have to do or you have already completed using the degree audit system. Again, after master registration, when you can log into your portal, under my page, there's my degree audit. So it's basically looks something like this. Green are stuff you have already completed. So if you have advanced standing, you'll be able to see them in green. Blue are things that you are currently enrolled in, and red are stuff that you have not completed. So for you, when you log in first time during your first year, probably it's all red. Don't worry about it. You'll be able to see what courses you still need to complete in the degree order system. So you could keep track of what courses you will have to take. And now you know what courses you will have to take by looking at the curriculum, right? And you know when you should enroll on the courses. But how do you plan out the whole curriculum? So many courses. When should I do that? It's very important to start study planning. So having the whole picture in mind will help you to have a better planning for the whole study period you have. Let's see. So besides of just studying, there are many other things to do too that you should take into account when you are planning your working out what to do in the 4 years or 5 years in HKU. So have you planned about doing one of the following or any of the followings, like exchange studies, internship, postgraduate studies, or serve as EXCO member? You could choose multiple. There's a multiple choice questions. You could choose more than one. Okay, let's see. So, okay. Oh, so many of you want to go exchange studies and do internship. Okay, so basically, if you would like to do exchange studies, you could do semester exchange or winter summer program. You could find more information about it from the International Affairs Office. And we also have a talk in the late August with them to talk about exchange studies. So if you would like to know more about exchange studies, do join us on this workshop. And then about internships, you could do term time, part-time, or summer internships. Your faculty or your home department might provide these opportunities. Do ask them. And there's also the Cedars Careers and Placement section. And they have many information about these internships and also internships opportunities and how to write your CV and so forth. And then for postgraduate studies, there are TPG and RPG. We have a roadmap on planning for postgraduate studies. You could have a look. And we also have a talk, usually in the coming February or March. We will talk about postgraduate studies. And if you would like to serve as an EXCO member, meaning 上莊, so 莊 is the committee. 上莊 means you become an EXCO member. Of course, you should reach out to the society that you are interested in. And if you would like to know more about the student societies, you could check with the Cedars Campus Life section. And so now you have all the things in your mind. You know what you are going to do. We have an academic roadmap as a reference, as a year-by-year guide on what you should consider, what you should think about in each year. And we will change the layout of this roadmap very soon. It might look a little bit different, but the content is around the same. It's about the same. Just in which year, what you should consider, what you should do. And this year, we also have a new e-planner. So the e-planner will be launched very soon in the upcoming academic year, where your enrollment information could be integrated and you can plan ahead on what courses to take in the upcoming 4 years or 5 years of your studies. And of course, if some of you might prefer like using paper-based, there is also the academic planning sheets that you could use. But it's very important, no matter which method you use, it's very important to plan ahead. And so you know how to decide when to take which course in the upcoming 4 years. And before the course enrollment, so after you have settled with what to take in each year, it's time to think about what to take in the first semester, right? How do you enroll courses? You should familiarize yourself on how the SIS works. So there's a quick guide that looks something like this. And you'll be able to see this document after you do the master registration. Again, sorry. And then basically the SIS system is a very, very detailed guide on how to do it. So you can just check it by yourself. I'm not going to talk about it here. But these links will be useful for you. But a few reminders, not all courses are first come, first served. Basically, only the CC courses in the enrollment period are set to be first come, first served. And other courses, it depends on the course offering department. So, and other thing is vacancies might show up all the time. So don't get too worried. If you can't get in on the first day, you can check on the second day, on the third day, there might be vacancies. So some student might drop the course. So you can just check the SIS to see when it's open up, you can just try to enroll it again. And of course, you should check out the course outline and the website before you start to enroll, so you could see whether the course is what you are expecting and whether the workload will be something that you would be able to complete. And if you encounter any technical problems while you are trying to enroll, find the ITS, so their website and their phone number. And there are also some other tools for you for course enrollment. There's the class schedule planner. So something look like this. You will you can choose the faculty. So which faculty over this course, and then choose the course. And then you can add it to the timetable and have a look of what it would look like if you enroll in these courses. So you will be able to see if you have a 天地堂. A 天地堂 means 天 is sky and then the is ground. So having a large gap in between, we call it a 天地堂. You can see whether you have a 天地堂 or whether you could have a day off if you enroll like that. So it's also, besides the class information, so what time and which location, they also provide information about the workload and the course effectiveness profile. What is that? So the course effectiveness profile, basically at the end of each semester, you will answer some questionnaires about the course that you have just studied. So the student will give a score to the specific course, and you will be able to see the results in here, meaning you can see how popular this course among students is. And so the class schedule planner can help you to check the time conflict, the course effectiveness, but it's for checking only. It's not the actual enrollment. So the actual enrollment, again, you do it through the SIS. And there is the course selection chatbot GPT. You could see whether it's useful. Some students say it is, some students say it's not, but well, there's one of the tools that you can use. And after the enrollment, very important, attend classes. So as I said, some classes do count attendance. So really do go to the classes. And you might have to sign up for tutorial. So they might not be assigned. You might have to sign up depending on what the teachers uses. There is the tutorial sign up app, but some teachers don't use that. So, but do get it ahead. So in case they're using it. And check the Moodle. In your portal, under my e-learning, you will see the Moodle for each of the classes that you are enrolled in. So teachers will put course materials on the Moodle, and you might also have to hand in your assignments through the Moodle. And from the ASO, we also have an academic advising forum. It's also hosted on the Moodle. So it's HKU UG student exclusive forum that you could talk about things in HKU, about study planning, going abroad. We have a special forum for non-local students. It's a non-local student support group. So you could ask information that's specifically for non-local students, ask for mutual support, networking opportunities. You might also see find a student from the same country or so on. And this is important is because studying university is very different from what you did in high school. You have a very diverse learning environment. We have students from over 30 countries with us today here, and you will have access to resources and professional connections that you can't find elsewhere. So you should take this opportunity to use these resources and connections. And of course, you have greater academic freedom. As I said, if you're doing a BBA major, you will have 108 credits of free electives, right? So it's very versatile. You could do other curriculums. You could do other majors, courses from other faculties. You don't have a very set. And even if you are in one computer engineering, you have less free electives. You could choose what disciplinary electives to choose from your own curriculum. So you could you have lots of freedom to choose what you want to do. And of course, the greater the power, the greater the responsibilities, you have more personal responsibilities and more independence, and there won't be anyone pushing behind you in a university. So I have 4 tips for you to start your university journey. First is you have to set realistic goals. Making well-informed decisions based on your self-understanding and reflection. And I know most of you are very top students from your country, from your school, but there are also many top students in the class. And realistically, some are going to get really high scores, some are not. And so you have to prepare yourself to face challenges and adopt changes. So there might be change of plans. And don't chill up too much that you can bite. And so setting realistic goals are very important. When we talk about how to measure how successfully you do in university, of course, you will have to calculate GPA. Do you know how to calculate that? So basically, GPA is grade point average. Is use changing your letter grades into scores. And then basically the CGPA is calculated by sum of grade points times credits over total credits. Let's see if you do understand how to calculate GPA. So we have a case here. A student gets A, B plus C plus an F for 5, 6 credits courses. What is their GPA? Try to calculate. I'll give you a minute. It's a simple math question. Okay, that's 1 minute. And so, yeah, for those who have answered, most of you get it correct. So it's 2.72. How do we get this answer? Very simple math question. So that's it. It's 2.72. And you can see getting an F will hugely impact your GPA. And so it's very important to, again, set realistic goals, to think about how many courses you should do in a semester. Important notes, you cannot repeat any past course. So if you get any grade that's in the white here, you cannot repeat that course. And for retaking courses, it does not replace the failed grade. So no matter how many times you do, or no matter how well you do in the replacement course, the 0 will always stick with your GPA. And all the course grades in every attempt will show on your transcript and will count towards your GPA calculation. So touch wood, if you fail the same course for 2 times, you'll get 2 zeros in the GPA. And the ways of retaking the subject, it depends on the department. So some department allowed you to just retake the exam. Some requires you to retake the whole course. It depends. And so when we always talk about 過三爆四, you'll hear about that later. So 過三 means over 3, 爆四 means exceed 4. So 過三爆四 is a good wish for you to ace your classes. So I do hope you guys get 過三爆四 for your GPA in the upcoming semester. Okay, and there's something called a graduation GPA is and special proposal. So if you are doing 6 common core courses or letter grades, so if you get advanced standing, it doesn't relate to this doesn't relate to you. Okay, if you do 6 courses, that's all letter grades. Under some circumstances, you can calculate the best 5 out of the 6 courses for your graduation GPA, which will affect your honors classification, which looks like this. And if you would like to know more about it, check the links for that. And if you get good scores, or you have already you have some good score with you for your in your secondary school, you could apply for scholarships. So on this website is the you can apply scholarships on our website. So there's a list of scholarships that are open for application right now. And then there will be a general round of scholarship application 2025 in September. And basically, you just submit one form and you could apply for multiple scholarships. For these general round, they also look at it is also possible that they look at your secondary school results. And so you could have a look. And because it's multiple scholarships, there are many scholarships that you're applying, the result announcement could be as late as June of 2026. And for answering anything related to entrance scholarships, please contact the admission office for that part. And okay, so tip number 2 is to manage your time wisely. As I said, there are many things you could do, right? You can do exchange, you could do part-time, you could be an exco. There much more academic freedom. There basically much more freedom, much more independence. Right now, for you to be an university student, you have to balance your personal and your academic commitments and your social commitments. So it's important to prioritize your task, to set the deadlines, and don't procrastinate. And so there, we have some tips about time management and workload on our website that you could take a look. And so basically, it's just very simple stuff. And it's important to be self-initiated. So again, there will be no one pushing you. So you will have to participate actively by yourself. You have to ask questions, you have to seek answers. And of course, you take responsibility of your personal growth and development. To aid in your self-initiation, there are software that is provided by the university, very important. The free Microsoft Office for every student. You can also check this website for any other software that is given to students that you could download. And also there are library resources. There's a reading list, which is set up by your course teacher, the reading materials of that specific list. There's an exam base, which have past paper of the courses. Very important past paper in the exam base. And there's the UPrint service. If you want to print anything in the campus, you can take a look of that. Nowadays, you also have, besides normal color and black and white printing, you also have 3D printings, laser printing, and so forth. So just check that. And then about study space, well, you will be able to hear this phrase about 接智華 or 接拉把. What does it mean? So 智華 is the Chiwa Learning Commons where you can study, and 拉把 as the sounds, you could guess is the library. So 接 means cramping. So study, you study in Chiwa or in the library. Probably by the end of the semester, you will be able to hear this phrase. So where's Chiwa and the library? Basically, it's here. If when you come through the MTR, turn left. On the A2 exit is the main library. If you go from the exit C, basically the whole Centennial campus is, you will be able to find the Chihuahua Learning Commons in there. And by the way, if you're looking for us, we are right next to the library. So that's our office. Do come and visit us. And so there's study space in there. There are also room for group discussions, but you will have to book for them for the rooms. You can check the booking.library.hku.hk for those space. And there are also small classroom for study purposes. If the classroom are not being reserved, there's no lessons, you could go to those classroom to study. And one very, very important thing that is plagiarism is a serious issue. So do you know what plagiarism is? Let's do a quiz question. Which of the following are not considered plagiarism? You can choose more than one. Paraphrasing a paragraph from an article without proper citation, using a well-known proverbs of saying without a proper citation, using significant ideas from a source without giving proper credits, submitting your own previously written work for a new assignment, or submitting a paper written by someone else. Which of the following are not considered plagiarism? Okay, I think most of you have answered. Actually, only using a well-known proverb without a citation is not considered plagiarism. So submitting your own previously written work for a new assignment is self-plagiarism. It's still plagiarism, okay? And so how could the teacher check? There is something called a Turnitin. So it's a system. Again, when you are handing assignment through the Moodle, you will have to pass through this Turnitin system. It will compare the files with other documents in the database. So if you have handed in this thing like 1 year ago, the next year you use the same thing, it will be able to check through the Turnitin system. And you could use the draft code to do a pirate checking to see if there's something plagiarized in there. And if you would like to know more about plagiarism, if you would like to brush up your English skills, of course, join the CES 1001 class. And also there's the CES CSS service. They have writing workshops. They have a speaking studio that could help you with your English. And yes, and then the last tip is to seek support as needed. So there are many resources, there are many assistants in the university, in the campus. Don't be shy, just use them. And don't hesitate to seek any help. No one is going to discriminate against you for using those services. There is the CEDARS COPE section, which could help with SEN support, with counseling and psychological services. They also do peer support and empowerment and personal enrichment. So do find them, especially if you say, if you need any special arrangement for SEN, do contact the COPE well ahead. And of course, you could seek support from the advisors we talk about. Again, your faculty academic advisors will be there for your whole study life. So don't worry if you have any academic related questions, just ask them. And you could also find us, the AASO. We do general advising on general study matters. We do one-on-one consultation. You can book an appointment with us through the appointment system. It could either do done in face-to-face or via Zoom. You could WhatsApp us. And we have various workshops on different study topics. So upcoming in the early September, we have the superb guide for newbies, which have a similar content as this one, so you don't have to come. But in early October, we will have a workshop called Learn from the Seniors. So seniors, we call them 大仙, right? Senior, pretty easy to relate, right? So 大仙is senior year student. They will come to share their experience and studies. So do come and join us in the October workshop. We also provide online tools and resources about major minor exploration, postgraduate studies, study tips. We have the GPA calculator, the upcoming e-planner, and so on and so forth. And if you would like to find us, you can come to our office. We told you it's in the Knowles building. WhatsApp us, phone us, email us, and do check out our website. It has lots of information that will be useful for your studies. And we also have an Instagram with the latest news and information, not only on our talks, but also on the scholarships. And you please do follow us on our Instagram. This year we have a special souvenir like this. It's a keyboard. Yeah, it's a keyboard key, stress reducing. It's so fun to press this one. And so if you follow us on our Instagram and you want to get this souvenir, just come to our office to collect it. And again, our office is in the Knowles building, 2nd floor. And I hope you guys have a 勁過 year. In the upcoming semesters, you get 勁過, so acquiring high grades, super pass 勁過.